Alright, and we're live again. Because other things happened. My computer crashed. And it's really annoying. Du, du, du. Ba, 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 ba. What do you mean chat rate is 1? Nobody's typed in the chat. Hello? OBS is bugging. It's okay. Yo, OBS actually listened. The chat rate's back down to 0. It's crazy. You know, it does feel odd talking to an empty void. You know nobody's listening, but I was told that I need to perform to achieve more viewers. So a performer I shall become. Right back to work. I get it now. I get the small art streamers using their small art streamer status to get pity. But, in a way, I think the idea of making content for no one is kind of beautiful in a way. Because even when nobody's watching, that means you were willing to take the time to put it out there for someone. I have a newfound respect for small streamers. That's not meant to be a brag or anything. I don't consider myself a streamer, really. I'm an artist and I stream for fun. Alright, well that's... Well, that line art's done. I think it's missing a frame there. Yeah, it looked a little better. Should probably like black this out. You know, I've noticed that like recently, like I've always considered this the labor part of the process, and it's the least creative part because I'm not ideating here. I'm cleaning. But more recently, I've started to feel like even the labor part of my creative process has felt more creative in a way. I don't know. Maybe college has opened my eyes up to that, or maybe maybe I've just maybe God has gifted me with vision, or not vision, but like insight, maybe. Either way, I think I'm lucky. Praise God for that. I'm lucky that I have the tech required to do all of this. God, that I have skill to be here, to be enjoying this. By the way, whoever is, if anyone's wondering, watching this retroactively, why the rest of the friends aren't here, it's because they are telling each other stories, I believe. Well, my stream crashed, and they started telling each other stories. It's like personal stuff. That I'd rather not stream to the general internet. Whew. Leonard is difficult, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to see if I can join back with my friends. I am bored. There we go. Now the lo-fi is working.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, I can do that, Jacob.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
My right button still isn't working, and I'm playing Aramusha,
We
which
may
is
all
very
have that
consequential.
ability,
Oh, are y'all
actually.
playing
He's-
For
I can
Honor?
do it. No,
His
he's
I'm
computer's
playing
broken. His
For Honor.
computer's broken.
All
So
right.
I'll
Rip Casey.
Well, that's fine. Once I
finished the line art for the eye part of the animation.
have a free day where I'm just not doing anything else. Although I actually don't have one of those because I work all of this week, and then I'm gone next weekend, and then I don't know what I'm doing Christmas Eve. I may rip my computer apart Christmas Eve. Well, actually no, because we were debating going climbing, right? So
You know what, Casey? You want me to work on it? I'll do the mystery fire pathway right now.
hell yeah.
I'm really annoyed that my right button isn't working.
In honor
Up
of
to
my
sequence
boy
7.
Old Neil.
It was working.
Jacob, did you ever say if you wanted to join this Lord of the Mysteries campaign or not?
Woodland Mysteries? That's
Lord of the
interesting.
Mysteries.
Lord of the Mysteries. Oh, if I do get into the show or the anime or the manga or web novel,
You got it eventually.
I understand.
then yes. But as of right now, anyone slightly more into it could have my spot. More
I'll take a spot even though I don't care about it.
yes. I have it.
Yeah.
I just want to play some D&D,
Damn.
man.
I'm gonna need you to actually consume the content.
Yep.
Why though?
So we don't have to explain literally everything that's going on.
Yeah, but like.
Actually, tell us how much you know about Lord of the Mysteries right now. Drop as much as you know about it.
It's gonna be literally nothing, Casey.
That's okay.
No, I'm saying
Do you-
it's like literally nothing.
It's literally nothing.
I mean, y'all say the word Beyonders a lot.
Okay. Do you know who the main character is?
Klein Moretti,
All right, there's something.
aka oh gosh, what was his original name?
Chinese guy.
Joe Mangroovy. I'm gonna call him Joe Mangroovy. But yeah, Joe Mangroovy. And then, do you know what a Beyonder is,
No.
roughly?
They sound vaguely like deities in the way y'all talk about them.
Close enough. Eventually.
Yeah, kind of.
They're okay. The better way to describe it is it's like there are 24 main sequence pathways, right? Is it 24 or is it
You did
22?
I might be changing
22.
my mind in the moment.
About what?
Being interested. Sounds mind-numbingly boring.
Wow. Anyway, there are a bunch of different pathways. There are.
So, sequence 8 of Mystery Prior is actually really sad. You just get proficiency in simple and martial weapons.
What is it? Weapon Master?
No, it's Melee Scholar. By prying
Oh.
into the mystery behind melee combat, it makes you good at that field.
Is Weapon Master later in the? Because isn't one of the?
I think Weapons Master is a completely different pathway. No!
Maybe. What?
You have to give them spells! Actually, wait, no. They can be considered traditional fantasy mages. I can just let you guys take spells off of the wizard list.
Hell yeah.
But it is going to take components. Like material components.
Sounds like someone came up with an
Ew.
entire combat system and then just based a show loosely around it.
Around what?
Like they made the show because of the combat system. Or the leveling system.
I
Or
mean, that's
whatever it
that's the
is.
vibe I've gotten from them talking about it, but I haven't consumed the media, so I can't make that assumption.
Maybe a little bit, but there's a lot more going on than just that. Jacob, what's the likelihood you're actually going to consume it?
60%?
Well, here's the thing: I'm probably gonna watch the anime, or at least try.
All right, bet. I'll just start from volume 2.
No,
God.
because if I like the anime, I might read from the point that the anime ends.
As I was complaining about earlier, the anime, I think it's good.
It better
But,
darn well
like-
be better than the book, in my opinion.
I do think that the beginning translates a lot better into anime. I think the beginning, opening sequence is much more convincing in the anime than it was to read.
Well, yeah, it felt like something that was meant to be seen.
Yeah.
Like, it is the kind of thing where it would have made sense in a visual medium. It just didn't
Yeah.
make much sense in a non-visual medium.
There's I haven't watched past episode 2, and neither has Trey, but the pacing for those 2 episodes was bonkers. Which makes sense because they kind of have to cover, what is it, like a little over 200 chapters in 13 episodes, 30 minutes apiece. So
Why would you adapt something like that?
I don't know. Well, granted, they didn't know how popular it would get,
Ahem,
and
One Piece.
they have limited. They didn't know how popular it would get and all that, but they cut everything that wasn't unnecessary for the greater plot. So you have
Well, you should, as a writer.
okay,
Not
no,
everything, but
I was ready. They cut everything. They cut some of the subplots, and they cut they don't even suggest what happened in between. They just have it happen. And they changed 3 things so far. How Klein joins the police or Nighthawks is a bit different.
I'm gonna call it quits for the night at an hour if we don't have somebody in the chat.
Which that was something.
Casey, did you go silent on purpose?
I went silent.
Yeah. Whatever you were saying, I couldn't hear it anymore.
Oh, I just said because I was moving stuff around. So.
Oh.
Yeah. Jeez. Let's see. Oh, they skip like the training arc to a point because they have a little.
Okay. Training arcs kind of suck, anyways.
Well, it's not really an arc, but they spend.
Suck. Hunter x Hunter proves that.
Yeah, they
Hunter
spent
x Hunter's
like.
training arcs weren't training arcs; they were major plot development.
Exactly.
were-
When done right, they're good. Continue, Casey. Sorry, don't let
Yeah.
Kessler be annoying.
But the
They were deepening-
stereotypical training arc.
They were. Well, it's not really like montage or punching things. And other stuff is happening during it. It's just like this is how he's spending most of his days. Here are some of the interactions between these characters.
I think Demon Slayer did it okay for what it was.
Because most of the training arc is honestly just Klein learning like what the limits and abilities of his sequence are, and then him getting closer to Old Neil and talking to Old Neil.
Old
And then-
Neil from Scott Pilgrim, I think. I haven't seen it.
Anyway,
I really need to watch Scott Pilgrim.
why? Anyway, then later once he gets his like combat instructor, they have a little bit of that, but that's just to show a bit of
As just to show. Stop excusing it.
all right. I mean, whatever.
I'm messing with you.
It's like they just have like 2 sentences or so. Like, oh, and I went to go with the instructor to talk to him a little bit. Hmm. Then they just completely skip over it. They don't
do
even suggest that
I-
there was a.
Do I want to make in-betweens?
I don't know. Anyway, they don't even suggest that there was training in the animation. They just like they're like, oh yeah, you'll spend some time training, and then they jump straight into a mission. I'm like, oh yeah, it'll be
Honestly, for the amount
will
I'm getting
be-
paid for this, I'm
Monk
not
is the
gonna
worst
watch
character in the
it.
entire game.
what game?
For Honor, sorry. Monk sucks so much.
Worse than
Alright.
Nabushi?
Nabushi does not compare to Monk.
No, Nabushi.
Which one is Monk?
Shaolin.
Oh yeah,
Wukong?
no, understand. Yes, Wukong.
Yeah. Forgot he was called Shaolin. Anyway.
But yeah, they don't even suggest that there was a training arc. They're just like, oh yeah, Klein, you won't be a field operative for a little bit until you gain more experience. Next frame, they're in a carriage going on a mission.
Okay, I argue that might be better than a training arc.
It's not even an arc though. It was just like, cause it was
I don't know, I
Klein
have
learning.
to see some of this stuff. I shouldn't be talking
That's
about
true.
it.
That's true. It's honestly the training arc, quote unquote, is more of just Klein learning how the Nighthawks work, and like some of like just the general knowledge of the Beyonder
See,
world.
what that sounds like to me is the artist or the writer telling the audience what the Nighthawks are. Completely unrelated to that, I need to read Ender's book thing that he's publishing.
The Night.
Because I haven't actually read anything that Ender's written, and I want to know if he's actually a good writer.
I guess you are kind of told what the Nighthawks are. However,
of his book.
Because
There-
if it's just having a character explain what they are to the POV, then it's just the writer explaining to the reader.
I don't think it was flat out said. I mean, what the Nighthawks are was flat out said because it was. The character had no idea what the Nighthawks were.
There are ways to do it naturally, so I won't.
Because the Nighthawks are like the secret police, essentially. Or that's the best way to translate it to like real life is they are a secret police, but not like a boogeyman secret police. They are a organization that works with the police and to get like police uniforms and essentially are like members of the police force. But they aren't. And they're like, we are Nighthawks. Or we are the Nighthawks. We serve the goddess, and we do this.
Like, I
this, and
think the way Gachiakura introduces you to the cleaners is really well done.
What the fuck?
Gachiakura does some other stuff relatively poorly, but like they do it in a way that feels organic. Have you watched Gachiakura, Jacob? Hello?
Oh, you talking to me? Sorry, I left for a second.
Oh. Have you watched Gachiakura?
I have not.
Gosh dang it. Why does nobody watch Peak?
Because you don't read Peak.
Because I climb at peak.
The correct answer.
Right. I love how we actually started splitting the voice channels so that we weren't always trying to talk over each other. That this very,
I
very...
mean, that's not why we did it, but it is a decent benefit.
Yes, it is.
even when Kessler isn't streaming, it's still just as chaotic for the most part. But
So you're saying I should stream more?
yeah,
Okay. I'll oblige.
but I don't know.
then.
When I was
24
When I
hour
was-
stream.
listening to Lord of the Mysteries, it didn't feel much like explaining, or like it was explaining, but it wasn't like
To be fair,
explain to me like I'm 5.
you're also listening to it, so you don't have to actually.
True, that's fair. And that tends to be why I prefer listening to it anyway.
Because it's really hard for me to read.
I feel like I engage more with the plot and like engage more with the conversation when it's like I'm listening to it. So no.
Guys, if any of you three join my D&D campaign, please don't pick Mystery Prior. This pathway sucks.
I'm picking Mystery Prior.
I
Let
hope
me
you lose
count what you have
control.
to do. First, you get special eyes that you have to seal away or else they could kill you.
No,
Then,
that's what that's
You
for.
get to learn some spells off the wizard off the wizard spell list. Except you have to use their material and verbal components. Unless you have a spellcasting focus, aka a sealed artifact.
Was it ever explained, by the way, what the mysterious figure was? Or is that something I'm gonna learn later? Still.
What do you mean the mysterious?
Or did I just not catch that? When Klein was like unlocking his spirit vision, and there was the figure in the room with him.
You mean the eyes behind old Neil's head?
No, the other one.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Because there was
Are you
there were the
telling
eyes.
me they did a Chekhov's gun, but they did it wrong?
What the fuck are you talking about?
You're not familiar with Chekhov's gun?
No.
Please enlighten us.
Chekhov's gun is actually a flawed concept in my opinion, but it
Like Occam's razor.
I don't remember what Occam's razor is, but it's like a thing in
Oh.
theater where if you place a gun on the wall in the first act, it needs to have been fired by the third act. And while the actual example that's used there is flawed, because you can
Oh, yeah,
use
that's a dumb
set
example.
decoration, the point is that if you set something up, you need to pay it off.
No, it could be something I just missed though as well.
Well, if Trey doesn't know what it is,
No clue.
We talked about it when it happened. Because he was learning how to use the spirit vision in the room with O'Neill. He was like, "Yo, what's with the eyes behind you?" And he was like, "Oh, these things, don't worry about it." He dismissed them, and then he talked about seeing a figure in the room with him besides that behind O'Neill
in the
that he
room
didn't.
where it happens, the room where it happens.
And it was like the spectator. That'd be called it. Or I called it. Or the Watcher.
Room where it happens.
And it was just some nondescript figure that he saw through the spirit vision that dissolved when Klein noticed it.
I like Hamilton.
Dang it, I'm out of smoothie.
Do you remember what I'm talking about now?
No. I have no clue. But you know, I genuinely feel bad for people who are part of the permanent pathway over here.
Yeah, why does leveling up fuck you up so much? That makes no sense to me.
It's only this pathway.
It is not only
Does
that
it
pathway. I
reward
do
you
not want to
later
be.
on?
I don't want to be womanicized
Okay, but
by
that's
being
like
an assassin. Just because I want to
That's
be
not-
SEO, it makes no
that's not
sense.
necessarily a downside.
Let me be Killua without having to turn into Aluka. Okay, I no.
Like I said, that's not necessary.
So Alaka
Terribly
is
a
a child,
downside.
right?
What?
Isn't Alaka the little girl?
Yeah, but Aluka was a brother, then a sister? It's kind of vague through the anime. I think they might have explained it in more detail in the manga, but I haven't read the manga.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing anything about that in the anime.
No. They explained that the Zoldyx had a little brother, but then Killua always calls Aluka her, or she, or sister, or
I don't
something.
think they said that. But
They
I
have.
could just
They
be
did.
misremembering.
I'm not. I'm not.
Jacob,
I paid
Okay.
extra attention to it.
if it really messes with you that much, all you have to do is get to sequence 4 and then swap back to the hunter pathway.
I don't understand the sequences, but okay. And apparently, if I look at an object that is holy, I see God, and they turn me inside out.
Not
That's-
gaze upon God.
Do not gaze upon God. Yeah.
No, that's something you want to do. It gives you great power, trust.
Great power in the afterlife.
Please do not gaze upon God. You're not gonna like what happens.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
But yeah, no, Mystery Prior is horrible at low sequence. Maybe if you want to stick through it to the high sequences, I could see it being strong. But... Ew.
Alright, I'm gonna give Ender a progress update.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm doing the Paragon
go to
pathway
sleep?
right now.
I'm not gonna go to sleep. I'm
Sequence
gonna quit the
9,
stream.
Savant.
All right. So from what I'm seeing on the internets, the silhouette was likely either the influence of one of the sealed objects or his wife.
What is Foxhole?
The game.
Fox Hunt is Bond's special move. 7 deadly sins.
And also, like,
Ew,
there's a few
gross
other things.
movie,
post Foxhole.
anime thing.
Ender loved it. Made me watch it. That's
The
all I
main
have to say
character's a
about that.
brewer, I don't care.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The best anime I've seen, like objectively, has gotta be Cyberpunk.
It's a very good show. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Me too. But why does that one person just have to get squatted on? Like, the super stomped.
Rebecca?
Goombud. I don't remember her name because I had to forget.
I'm ordering Jacob a mug. That's Adam Smasher with a Rebecca coaster.
I really want that figure that's made of the two of them. That's like
Oh
a dream
my
item for
God.
me.
I don't understand why I had to get Goomba
So-
stomped.
Well,
So Casey, Savant, like the low sequence Savant, is
Mhm.
very strong in stats, but it has like no unique abilities.
Okay,
Rebecca
makes sense.
just never played Dark Souls. The
What,
girl